What's up, fight fans? Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. You got to give it to both of them. Take your hats off. That was a great motherfucking fight. That was a great fight. Them boys both fought on pure heart. That was pure heart. They both fatigued. They both tired. They both came straight at you. They gave it they all, man. They did what they had to do, and they showed you how bad both of them wanted it. How both of them wanted it. That was a good fight. Can't take nothing away from that fight. It was worth the hype. It was worth the money and everything. But let's talk about a few things that went on in the fight. Deontay Wilder started off real good. You could tell he was a changed man. He started off going to the body, attacking the body early, eventually trying to take some of the bring Tyson Fury's guard down by going to the body so he possibly can land that right hand. Or just trying to, go to the body to kind of wear him out a little bit. To me, what cost Deontay Wilder that fight was just basic ring IQ and boxing and boxing smarts. Tyson Fury came in heavy. Deontay bulked up, and I think that by Deontay bulking up, that's already issue number one. You don't know how this new weight is going to affect you and your stamina. Then you got to think about Tyson coming in heavy and him laying on you, laying on you, putting his body weight on you, getting you in a headlock. He did this a couple times in practically all the fights. He keep getting you to where he's fatiguing you, that's taking the steam off the punches that you're throwing. Not to mention the lack of defense that you got. So once you get hit, you just backpedal and push away or try to deflect, but there's no true defense. And it's costing you every fight. Once Tyson Fury got inside and started eating that right hand, he was blocking coming in. And what happened with most fighters, when you get hit, you revert back to your old self. Start doing the things that you're doing in your comfort zone that you normally used to do to get you out of trouble. But what you didn't realize is once you fight a fighter 3 times and they pretty much can feel what you're going to do, they know what you're going to do, even if they study the tape, or they feel what you're going to do when we're in certain situations. That's just how the fight game is like muscle memory. It's just like Pacquiao and Marquez. He fought him so many times, he just had to time the exact right punch when he darted his ass in, and good night. After losing to a person so many times, you pretty much know, just not even losing, but just fighting a person so many times, you pretty much pick up what they do well and what they don't. And Tyson Fury knew if he can get that, wear that body down on you, it's going to take the steam out that right hand. It's definitely going to take the steam out that right hand, and it's fatigue. You got little legs. Instead of going head up, clashing with him, trying to push him back and he push you back, that's taking your energy. When you could just simply sidestep, fire off at the side, and keep that forward pressure from coming in, and you trying to push back, because eventually you're the lighter guy. It's going to wear you out. It's going to wear you down. And then you're going to be gassed out. And then you're acceptable to punches because of your lack of defense and covering up. Now, the game plan was great. I'm not even going to lie. The game plan was great. But again, once a fighter gets hit, some fighters get hit. That's why discipline is so important. You stick to the game plan. Keep working it. Reset much as you need to. You got to reset much as you need to get things back going in your groove. But once you get hurt and revert back to doing what you did, all Tyson Fury has to do what he did. Because he don't see a changed fighter. He seen the fighter that changed him in the beginning, then came back and reverted back to him old self during the fight. So instead of making Tyson Fury change by you not staying disciplined, all he did was pretty much just waited for you to turn back to your old self. And you made it easier for him. But I do have an issue though, people talking about this long count and everything like that. To be honest with you, I don't know what's up with that. I mean, on my channel, I'm going to keep it raw and real. Seems like there's always some controversy about when this man get knocked down, he get a little more break or extra time. Is this one of the reasons why they wanted to switch the judges and the referees? Who knows? Couldn't use the gloves no more. So you got to use... I'm just saying. Allegedly. But... And then if we look at the knockdown before he knocked Deontay Wilder down, you know, we looking at it like, I mean, he did hit him behind the head before he got that knockout shot. I guess the ref didn't see that either. But we all know what it is. It's boxing. Good fight. Both fighters did what they supposed to do. Both fighters did what they had to do. But you know, I'm going to keep it raw and real on this channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I'm telling you this is my opinion, the way I saw the fight, the way I think the fight went, and the way I think, you know, what could have been done better. I mean, as far as Deontay, he fought his heart out, but he just has no defense. And Tyson has the ring smarts and ring savviness, and you know, to be able to use the little slick stuff that we use in fights, wearing your natural physical attributes, just wearing them down and taking a zap off his punches. Most fighters that fight Deontay, what do? They just try to cover up and stay away. Tyson Fury comes in and wear him down, and then uses boxing skills of being elusive to get him to tire himself out even more so he can go in for the kill. I mean, great fight plan by Tyson Fury. It worked all the fights, if you ask me. Just when they create distance is what gives Deontay leverage to shoot that right hand. But if you smother in the right hand, you know, there's nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? Plus you're wearing out the fighter, you're smothering it, you're in on it, you got him in the headlock. I mean, it was a good strategy. By him being a bigger man, like I said, I don't think Deontay was able to carry his added weight plus Tyson Fury's added weight. And it played a big part in the fight as far as his fatigue. And when you get fatigued, the defense lack. When the defense lack, you're in trouble. And so, but you got to give Deontay credit. You know what I'm saying? Especially getting in the game in his 20s. I mean, come on. The experience just wasn't there to, you know, get the job done. But relying on your power so much, you got to get some skills to go with that power. Now, the jab to the body was cool, but once you got hurt, you got to get back to the game plan. You can't just, you know what I'm saying, do it, get hurt, and go back to the old you. If I was training them, that same right I throw to the top, that's what I'd be throwing to the body. You know what I'm saying? I'd be trying to zap everything out that gas tank by shooting them nuclear bombs to the body. Because eventually he will fold. And if he don't fold, the hand's going to come down regardless. It's a natural reflex when you get touched down there. They're going to come down regardless. And then that'll set up top. What Deontay didn't do, he didn't mix it up enough to confuse Tyson Fury. He did it. He got hurt. He went back to being him. And ultimately cost him. But that's my take on the fight. That's what I think went down. What I think fighters need to work on. And kudos to Tyson Fury for being slick. You know them gypsies, they always slick and slippery. But that's about it. If you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.